The Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
Let's learn to love. Love Talk Show.
Very good evening and welcome to the Love Talk Show.
Where you can learn intelligent love.
And intelligent love, Chris, is what we are going to talk about tonight.
Yes.
Tonight we have a lot of things to speak here in our program. But for a start, we have our poll there available, Chris.
Yes.
Because we have been given a mission, a task for all of you,
Yes.
the viewers, the listeners from our Love Talk Show program. There on the screen now you can see. If you can't see, because some people, I have noticed that, Chris, they are not able to see. Sometimes they are inside of a bus, they are just listening. They cannot really access their mobile.
Okay.
If you can't, so you can just go to the Vivox app. The ID of that is 142-414-268. And you can vote. We have there nine names of pastors, eight names.
8 names.
So we have Pastor Lucas from Brixton, Pastor Dan from Plasto, Pastor Joshua from Catford, Pastor Gladson from Romford, Pastor Luke from Croydon, Pastor Michael Souza from Peckham, Pastor Felipe Montoro from Portuguese Brixton, and Pastor David Zuruba from Hackney. You can vote in the pastor that you want to see in this coming Thursday in the Love Therapy in the hot seat, because it's going to be very, very special, Chris.
Yes, the love therapy has been very special to all of us. We have been learning a lot. And when one of those couples come and they share, because they are sharing now a difficult moment that they went through that brought them together, and we can learn a lot from their past experiences. So I want to invite you to vote. Okay, soon we're gonna put the QR code again, and you can vote
Exactly.
and choose the pastor you want this week in the love therapy.
Just for you to have a little bit more what we are talking about, we are going to play what happened last Thursday in the love therapy. You're going to see with your own eyes and hear with your own ears what Pastor Yemi and Dirodula, they shared about the experience they had, a difficult moment they went through in their life. And this week perhaps could be the pastor from your branch. We have here Tara Connect from Plasto, Plasto Hortensia, could be Pastor Dan from there, Naomi from Woolwich, Lydia from Woolwich, Tobias from Woolwich, Bettina from Croydon, could be the pastor from Croydon as well. The pastor for Woolwich, no, because he's not available
He's
tonight.
not in our
he's not
list
in the list
yet.
tonight yet.
Just not
Maybe next
yet.
week, who knows? In the list we are going to make.
Yeah.
We have Lorraine from Buring. All those people, you gotta learn
Gabi.
intelligent love. Very nice. Lorraine said, #learn love intelligently. Yes, that's true.
That's it.
Learn love intelligently. Let's play this. You're gonna see, just for you to have the taste of what's going to happen this coming Thursday. Not with Pastor Yem, but the pastor that you are going to select. So it's important that you can start voting right now. Okay? Let's go for this highlight.
Registration for the Marriage Celebration 2025 is now open. Don't miss out. If you are engaged and ready to make your union official, or if you are already living with your partner and wish to formalize your commitment, register your interest by sending an email to love@uckg.org. The marriage celebration offers a unique opportunity to strengthen the bond of love with your partner. You will receive blessings, guidance, and support to build a solid, harmonious relationship rooted in the Word of God. This special ceremony will include couples marrying at the altar, along with blessings and encouragement for everyone present. For those already married, it is a wonderful chance to rekindle the flame of love. Bring your written vows and join us in this beautiful celebration. Mark your calendar and make sure to not miss this opportunity to strengthen your relationship. The marriage celebration taking place during the Love Therapy Seminar on Thursday, 1st May at 8 p.m, especially at the Kilburn Church, 234 Kilburn High Road, London NW6 4JP. For more information, email love@uckg.org. We look forward to seeing you at this unforgettable celebration. Marriage celebration, strengthening relationships, blessing lives.
You've been married for how long?
23 years.
23 years. Let Rodila speak. And then we come back to you, okay, Paseme? Rodila, what was the most difficult thing you faced in your marriage?
I think this is a hard question, to be fair. It took me a while to think about it. But I would say one of the challenges that I faced is adapting to different situations, different circumstances. When we got married, we weren't in the work of God. We were assistants, and we were free to come and go, to go on holiday if we wanted to. And though we knew we wanted to do the work of God, and we were often explained what it entailed.
How long were you married as assistants prior to coming to the work of God?
3 years.
3 years.
Yeah. You have the knowledge, but you don't really know what it means. So I guess when I came to the work of God and realized how different it was from living life as an assistant, I had to learn to adapt in a way that wasn't going to cause friction between us. So it was hard because we would wake up very early, or he would leave very early, and life was busy, and sometimes we wouldn't see each other till later on. But it was all about adapting without causing friction. So that was hard. And then another time when we had to adapt, I guess, was when we left the UK to go abroad to do the work of God. It was another opportunity to adapt.
Where did you go?
We went to South Africa.
How long were you there for?
Just under 5 years. So we had to do everything together, even to the point of the first service was at 6:30. So of course we have a son, had to take him to school. So I had to drive him to the church at that time, then drive home, and it was dark, it's dangerous. So there was just, I think the hardest thing is adapting to different circumstances and ensuring that you don't allow friction to come in between that adaptation.
You agree, Yemi?
100%. It was good for her as well, because I'll just give you a small example. My wife got her driving license in 2010.
Here or there?
Here, 2010.
Okay.
She doesn't like driving. So as she mentioned, now we were put into a predicament where she was forced to drive. So what happened was we were forced to become a team. When we were here, working here in England, before we were doing the work of God, even doing the work of God. For example, I remember when we were in Edmonton, we used to live in Stamford Hill. She would get the bus to church, and
you were a team before,
yeah.
But in South Africa, you were forced to. You couldn't do anything without each other. It was
literally, we became a team, and all the other things that happened. You've heard about the robbery. There was another one as well. We'll speak about that another time. But there was a lot of things that happened that brought us much closer together. And I would say that our experience in South Africa, it made us to reach another level in our relationship.
Let's learn to love. Love Talk Show.
What a nice experience, Chris.
Yes.
You can see that every couple who is coming to the hot seat on Thursdays in the Love Therapy, they share something different about their experience. Either here in UK, abroad, that was the case of Pastor Yemi. So you are the one who decide which couple do you want to hear their story in this Thursday. The VVox app is available. The QR code you can see there on your screen now. You can vote That's there. You can decide which pastor you want to see. Okay, remember, the voting will be only available until tomorrow by the end of our program.
Yes.
And on Wednesday, we shall reveal the winner,
The
the
couple.
couple that's going to be in the love therapy with the hot seat. Okay, and of course, this love therapy, the hot seat, share an experience like Pastor Yeme and his wife Jodula. But not only that, Chris, we are going to speak today about something very interesting.
Yes, it is indeed.
Yeah, we are going to speak, as you can see behind us on the screen, we're going to speak about things falls apart and how to rebuild a broken family. We are going to speak about rebuilding. And you know, Chris, for an experience, I would say my father, he is a builder, not necessarily working the field anymore, but I grew up seeing him speak about construction side and this kind of things. And to rebuild is harder than to build.
Yes.
But we shall speak about that after this video. See about the celebrities now. We're gonna see what their story is about. And please, if you want, you can write here on the chat what you think is harder, to build or to rebuild something that has been broken. Right here on the chat, okay? Let us know. Let's watch this video together.
Let's learn to love. Love Talk Show.
Well, Chris, you see, there were good examples, we would say, that families, that people who prioritize their family, whereas we have the majority of them that is just a result of a broken family. It can affect the kids, can affect future relationships, it can affect everything.
Yes.
The majority of people here, Chris, on the chat, they are saying that rebuilding is harder. Because you have broken something. Even Adalva Ventura says to rebuild is much harder because you need to rebuild the trust. Remember the past, we heard I believe she means from inside. And actually, Chris, is something that we want to speak about here tonight. To everyone who is watching us, and perhaps you have a broken family.
Or you have someone that you know
That's broken. A
that's
person is
broken, or is getting there.
or is getting their process, or they have been breaking pieces by pieces. The person is broken, or your family is broken. You come from a broken family. I believe that's important thing to say, Chris.
Yes.
If you don't know, my wife and I, we are from completely different backgrounds. So I will tell you here, in a few minutes, the difference of growing up in a stable family, a blessed family, and growing up in a broken family. Because I think that we can relate to this subject, Chris, I believe, with many people who is watching us. So I'll allow my wife to start. She's going to tell you now, Chris is going to tell each one of you, what is it? What is the consequences, Chris, of having an established family? A father, a mother that cares for you, a nice environment. Can you tell the results of it? What did it bring to you growing up? What did shape you as a wife? Can you tell us, please?
Yes. Well, to have a stable family, it was really important for me, even though, of course, I didn't meet my Lord because everything was fine, right? But it is important to mention that to have a family that has principles and they know the mom role and the dad role, which I always really look up to my dad, my mom, and I've grown up in an environment that there was no fight, no arguments. I never saw addictions in my family, my mom and my dad. And what it makes me a woman that I knew as a child, as I grew up, I knew that all my attitudes, all my choices would have consequences. So I always think twice before, choosing something for me, because I had in my home, I knew what was a home about. But because of my cousins and neighbors, I saw neighbors fighting, and their children need to come in my home to stay with us.
But tell them, Chris, what was the reason why that your family was well? Why did your father, mother, they well? There is a reason why. Why they were for you good parents? Why your family was not broken?
Because they came to the church when I was a child.
So they came to the presence of God
The
when you were a
presence
child.
of God. They met the same God I know today.
So
but
your
they
parents are
met him.
baptized with the Holy Spirit.
They are baptized with the Holy Spirit.
How many
Both
years?
of them are assistants of the church.
How many
For
years?
more than 30 years.
So more than 30 years they have been serving God.
Yes, they've been.
So in a
serving God.
house where there is God in there, the peace of God is in that place. Am I right?
Yes.
So we can see here, for example, Lorraine from Bullring, she said, rebuilding is harder, especially when one has come from a broken household and relationship and learned to start all over again and do it the right way. God ways, it's all about decision. God ways is all about a decision. And that's pretty much true, Chris. You see, I was just saying that to you because I come from a broken family. My father and mother were never divorced, but I grew up in a very violent environment, I would say in that way. Because of an addiction, like when you saw some of those celebrities videos, addiction is not really a problem with celebrities. I believe it's with everyone. My father was addicted to alcohol for a while, and that addiction caused him to have a lot of frictions in the family, the police car in our house, a lot of problems and conflicts. I didn't really know and knew what family was about. And that led me to a life, Chris, of, I would say, despair. I was someone very revolted with everyone, with everybody.
Yes.
Led me to make wrong decisions and so on and so forth. But the result of that was not only because of my parents. What is broken, you cannot do anything about for what is broken. But to rebuild, to reshape something new, you need to first understand that you cannot change your past. As much you look at it and you say, wow, I did this, I did that other. There is consequences, yes, but you cannot change what you have done. But rebuilding process, you have first to put down everything. As I was saying about the construction side, Chris. In order for you to rebuild something, the hard process is to put everything down. If there is a part of the wall that's still there, you need to hammer it down.
Yeah, what
You need
makes
to hammer it everything.
what we can relate it's if we need to put everything down, it means that for me,
Yeah.
a person in a relationship, one of them must be humble
Yeah.
to put themselves down in order to help that relationship be rebuilt again.
Yeah.
Because
if
it
it's in a
all
relationship.
if it is all in one relationship, all depends of one person.
And one's
example, your
decision. Yeah, my mother was
Was
the
the
one
one that started.
that make the first decision to start.
She needed to humble herself to change the way that she was dealing with the situation at home, so she
And
could
God rebuilt.
exactly.
So again, today my family is rebuilt. My mother and father, they are in the presence of God. They both are there. They are not assistants, but they are people, servants of God, there in the church with the Spirit of God with them. They are there. I'm married for, I don't know, my family, my father, maybe over 50 years they're married, perhaps 52 or 51 years they have been married. They are there now really with a blessed relationship and with God controlling everything. But the process was hard. Took My mother, for example, just to start rebuilding her marriage for more than 7 years, because she took long to make decisions. I think, Chris, it's important for us to leave this message for everyone, because time flies. We start speaking about our program and time just go. But it's important to mention to you that, as Chris was saying, the decision should come from one of you.
Yes.
Doesn't necessarily need your partner to agree with you or vice versa. You can start the rebuilding process yourself. Being humble, being recognize your own mistakes, and start doing things in a different way.
The first step
It's
is
yours.
to attend the love therapy.
That's how you learn how to rebuild.
Yes.
Because if no one tells you what is wrong, how do you know what you need to change? It's like that thing that always people say when they start to compare that. It's like, would you like to know if there is something? Let's say you just ate a lettuce. You know a lettuce?
Yes.
You
Salad.
ate a salad. And then there is that green thing in your finger.
Piece of
in your
lettuce.
teeth.
Stick on.
Is there. So what will you like? Someone to tell you that. Say, look, you have something on your teeth. Or you prefer to just leave there, everybody seeing that. What do you prefer?
Smile to everyone.
You smile and then
see.
there is that green thing.
Stuck on your tooth.
Stuck on your tooth. So what do you want? I believe everybody said, no, Pastor, I rather them to tell me. So that's what it is. You learn through the words of God what you need to do in order to rebuild. Be with us in the Love Therapy Seminar. Okay?
If you know someone, or you are
Share
the
this
one
video with them.
that you are having trouble in your family and you think there is no more way, don't give up.
No.
If you go to...
You can rebuild it.
Exactly.
You can rebuild it. Go
Yes.
to the Love Therapy Seminar. If you say, Pastor, I can't wait for Thursday, you can go to the Universal Church near to your house or near to you. Now, you can go to our website. You can find more information about the nearest EUCK Job Center. Can give us a call. Our helpline is available now to get your call and give you the information about the services. You can come even tomorrow if you want to the first service in the morning, 7 a.m. Okay? But before we finish our program, I have to tell you this. We have our Q&A program tomorrow.
Yes.
Actually, we have a lot of questions to share with you.
Yes,
And
we
people
are
have
just
been
going
asking us, we're
slowly.
going slowly, but we have
Because you
most
see,
likely-
we speak a lot on the program.
Yeah.
And when we see the program, time has
flying.
gone.
So
But you can
be with us,
yes.
connected tomorrow in the
Tomorrow.
Q&A program, okay? We're going to leave a very nice highlight, the time that Chris and we spoke about the single hours. The single hour is coming on the 30th at 7 p.m., okay? It's the first glance. The first glance
Single hours
of 2025.
Yes, start it.
Started, okay?
Go
Have
for
a
it.
wonderful night. We see you
Yes.
tomorrow at same time with our program, The Love Talk Show.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. In this special single hours, it's called The First Glance. As we start 2025, when you look at these words, the first glance, is for you to give an opportunity for someone to see you. Not necessarily when you come to the single hours, you may find the person that you want. You might, but you might not. But you may have someone who will attend the single hours, who will see you there and has a friend, has a sister, has someone they know. And that person will be introduced to you. We have an example here. I don't know if Shan is here and Sabrina. I'm not sure if they are here tonight. I don't think so. But that's exactly what happened with them. And I was thinking about that, Chris, because the first day that I saw my wife, actually, I only saw her because she was together with a friend to give me something. Otherwise, I think we never met. Because I never worked in the church that she was an assistant. I'm from a different city, long distance, like 10 hours from the place where she was.
What was the friend giving to you? What?
Just to deliver a package that I could give to the pastor in the branch. And she come together.
The Holy Spirit used that package.
Yes, Bishop. It's true. And I don't know if I told you that, Bishop, before.
No.
No? Okay. But actually, my wife's, her face, her countenance remains in my head after that day. Until I found out information from her in that same week. And on Saturday, I called her that we could speak. That first week. So you have to give an opportunity, Chris. And when I called you, you accept to come, huh?
Yes, of course. Well, I gave the opportunity. I look at him in the eye when he was there getting the package. So I also wasn't like, oh, yes, no, like looking down. I don't know. I was firm. I know who I was. So this is also important. Sometimes many people don't come in the single hours because they think, oh no, God will do something amazing. It will be like a prince. Sometimes we watch movies and we think that should happen just like this. Look in the eyes and then like, oh wow, he look at me. And sometimes we have here the single hours where you can come. Even if the person you are looking at is not for you, but you are making connections. Someone will know someone that when they look at you, they say, you know what? I think this person fit. Yeah, exactly. With this one, I know, so give it this chance. Okay, I'm sure it will be amazing. Pastor Reese and Miss Reese,
Bijou.
Miss Bijou, Miss Reese's wife.
Yeah.
Miss Bijou is preparing something very special. And if you are watching us from outside London, prepare yourself to be here. It's the first, start the year different. Give a chance, okay? I'm sure God will bless you.
And Pastor Rodrigo, your
Yes,
wife
Bishop.
was saying there about how people sometimes create this idea that it will be like in the movies. And sometimes we have people who say, I'm not going to go to love, to the singles hour because it can be awkward. Absolutely, it can. But many things, when you start a relationship, are quite awkward. Awkwardness cannot be an excuse for the person not to be in the singles hour.
Not at all, Bishop. And as we have 2 weeks, we are telling you 2 weeks in advance. So those who are watching us from outside London, you can come. Actually, Bishop, it's just 1 week before we start the 30th anniversary.
So they can
event.
come for the singles hour and already
they
stay
can
here.
Stay here for the rest
2
of
weeks.
the event. And give an opportunity.
And did you have an awkward moment with Christiane?
I think more from her side, Bishop. So because she was more shy. So tell your awkward moment.
I think too, when he called me to talk to him was already a very awkward experience because I wasn't expecting. I was so happy and glad to serve my Lord that I wouldn't even think there would be someone interesting on me. So when he called me, I was like, oh my days.
It was a
what am I going to
surprise.
say? What? Yeah, exactly.
One thing, Bishop, I can add in that day, I think she will remember. So, because she was a little bit hard to speak at the beginning. I think I spoke more. I speak more, actually. But what I did, in the church auditorium, we had the sound system. So I just put a nice music there that she I chose a song at the church song to improve the environment. And I showed the church around.
He showed you the toilet. Awkward. That's very awkward.
You see, Bishop.
First date, look, let me show you the toilets of the church. It's very awkward. But anyway, it worked.